First up, we have the women's final. It's between Jasmine Hutton, 5 to 8 seed, and number 48 in the world, and Sarah Jane Perry, the number 1 seed and 7 in the world.
Jazz can triple that.
Well, I know that SJ's been going back home each day. It's only about an hour to Kenilworth from here. She's had a bit of sofa time with her cats, she was telling me. Nice to sleep in your own bed as well, isn't it, during a tournament?
2-2.
Yeah, the scoreboard wasn't too impressive in their only encounter, but she did get a fantastic win previous to that, didn't she? That was round 2 of the British Open. She beat Holly Norton in round 1 quite comfortably.
And now 5-4.
So the first game ball for Sarah Jane Perry, the number 1 seed. Just a little bit loose there, and that's going to get put away. First time, that's the sign of a quality player there. Just a little shake of the head from Hutton. He's just left it a little bit loose against the number 1 seed. Yeah, she does seem to me to be a very honest player. Oh dear, you don't need that. Just a bit of help from the nick.
She's done well here, Jazz. Back to within 1 point.
Yeah, she's sticking in. I mean, that's one thing we know she's got. She's a great shot.
It's a great get as well.
She's a fighter, isn't she?
Yeah.
She just keep pushing. You can see here she's really pushing hard to get this second game. Perry, the overwhelming favourite, but she's got 2 game balls to take a 2-love lead here. Great shot. Great shot. How positive is that, Josh?
Very good. Careful with that boast.
Oh, I thought she might have
I thought it might
overcooked it, but she hadn't.
Down.
Whoa, too much. Trying a little bit. She should have straightened that one long, but Sarah Jane Perry won't mind about that. She's walking off into her corner. 2-love to the good.
Must have been impressed with the speed off the mark from Jazz on onto that ball.
Yeah.
Very quick off the tee.
Yeah, as I said,
Nice
one of the best shots, the backhand drop shot straight. If not the best shot from Sarah Jane Perry. Far. Shot, just wrong footing SJ slightly, and that was a wonderful shot. There's the yell from Hutton. She's worked hard for that. Deserved to win this rally. It's just a slender lead though, just 1 match ball. She's got every chance of saving it here. It's just stays calm. Oh dear, just not quite. But as you say, Josh, she's made a good account of herself here. Jazz Hutton, some lovely embrace at the end there. The second championship win for Sarah Jane Perry. She's established her number 1 seeding this year. Coming through in the end relatively comfortably. 11-9, 11-9, 11-9. Good effort from Jazz Hutton though. I'm just going to hear from Paul Walters and Perry.
Shane, first of all, congratulations. I think it's fair to say that it's probably not the final you'd anticipated, but nonetheless, you know, a very spirited performance there, and you know, a few words about your opponent.
Yeah, I think, you know, Jazz will be the first to say herself, you know, it's a bit weird what happened this week with 2 withdrawals, and so she got 2 byes straight through to the final. But, you know, Jazz has improved so much over the past 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, really pushed on, and I know that from training with her quite a bit, and also played at British Open not that long ago as well, so she's definitely pushing that kind of crop of young players. She's one of those right at the top of that crop, pushing up to try and challenge the slightly older guard like myself, so you've got to try and keep them at bay, and you know, I said to her at the end, I'm sure she'll have many more finals, and yeah, I hope she had a good experience today, and I thought she played really well, so you know, she gave it a really, really good go. So.
Nice. I mean, the way he's hitting the ball here already, you can see his lines are good. He's feeling the ball. He looks quite comfortable in his movements. So I think he'll play well. It's just he's going to have to do more than that. There'll have to be those subtleties of showing options. You know, trying to take away Makin's biggest asset, which is his movement, his physicality. And the way to do that is to not give the visual clues, something James excels at. But if it's all a little bit too one-paced and rhythmical, then Joel will read that, and it will be too physical. So James, you know, he'll have to use range, he'll have to use a bit of height, differences, you know, try and unsettle Joel a little bit, as we saw Adrian do yesterday for spells. And then he'll have to finish like that. He'll have to be clinical.
Yeah, absolutely.
2-3.
So that's a very detailed account of how James Willstrop.
People asked, and I said, look, I think Joel's favourite. For James to have any chance of winning the match, he's going to have to play like he has done this week, but do it for a lot longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's been excellent this week.
Game ball.
6 game balls then to Joel Makin. Very impressive from him. There's no point in just giving up the ghost, is there? You never know what could happen. And this is, I mean, even if it stops here, he's definitely made Makin a little bit edgier. It's
Just
10-5, isn't it?
yeah, maybe sow the seed that I'm still here and I've got quality, and yeah, in a match even with top players, confidence ebbs and flows depending on who's doing what to whom and who's getting the ascendancy and the scoreline in the favour. So it's very much, you know, a mental battle constantly. See how I just used the hold there?
Oh wow.
But again, rather than just nail the cross court, which Joel would have read and, you know, just stopped him
delayed.
slightly.
Yeah.
Delayed, forced a weak response, and then the finish went in.
Well, he had to check his footwork, didn't he, Joel Makin?
Yeah, look, he didn't get the cross court width.
Yeah. He's had a bit of a reprieve there. Willstrop still got the game ball. Tight work from Makin both sides.
I think sometimes there's a break, so help the player that's not got the momentum, the reviews. I think players have to use those reviews wisely. Well, not that that was a review, but
Oh, definitely. I've seen them used quite unwisely this week at times.
You know, sometimes forego the decision for the fact that you've just won the last 3-4 rallies, you know, and the momentum's with you.
Yes, I think sometimes the fact that you believe 100% that you're correct, it just takes over, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Takes over the wisdom.
Oh, it's the finish.
Oh, well played.
Thank you, Willstrop.
Well
Wow.
played.
Willstrop leads
Great
by
comeback.
1 game to none. Full service, please.
It's intelligent.
There's something that he's overdoing in a particular area. You know, if he's overdoing the backhand drop, for example, and someone's countering it, like Joel's great on a counter drop, particularly on the backhand side. Remember who you are.
Well, whatever David Evans said to Joel Makin, it's certainly working. 6-love lead, and he'll be very sure to try and hang on to the lead, not lose any sort of concentration. Not that it really was too much his fault, it was just the great play of Willstrop at 10-4 down. But
Yeah.
7-love here, I mean, it's incredible response.
Well, just while we've been
Down,
talking, I think he's clearly decided to let this one go. But I mean, that's yeah. I don't think Malcolm will be happy with this at all. I think
Nor will James.
no, but I don't think he'll be particularly happy with
1 game all.
the way that's.
But also the manager of James Willstrop.
Although it's possibly the other way around, actually. I think James manages him. Squash, just stretching Joel out with that weighted shot. Lovely. Look at that. You got it. I thought Joel got it.
Oh, what a finish.
Wow.
It's an incredible squash there. I mean, it's amazing when somebody can use touch on a drop shot and the ball still.
Yeah, wrong decision that time.
It's good movement from Makin. He's under a little bit of pressure there. He's got himself back in comfortable. And there's the trusty backhand drop shot, the long one from the back of the court that James Willstrop has played successfully 18 million times in his life.
Well, it makes the length more effective as well.
It's a good interaction there between James and Jason Foster, the referee. That's how it should be.
Quick.
Really quick, but good hands as well.
Yeah,
to actually flick that straight. He had a lot of work to do.
Yeah,
because he came in a slightly awkward position there. He's slightly open stance.
he actually. Shots. Great shot that he plays right across the face of the front wall. Well, that moved funny.
Yeah, he's called it. Called it, John Makin. That's
very honest.
Very honest.
Very admirable, yeah.
It's good to see.
Actually said, come on, James, which is unusual. Just feeling quite energetic.
Lack of beer.
Again, a clever work from James. He's just trying to take a little bit of heat out of the ball. Using a bit of height.
There we have it again. The long straight drop from the back of the court. Willstrop's stock in trade. I mean, it's like a half kill, isn't it? Just
Well,
keeping it tight.
He's always able to find winners, isn't he? And that's the important thing at this level. You've got to be able to hit winners.
Just 2 points away, Willstrop from another title here.
It's a great length.
Just clipping the sidewall on that straight one.
He spent years and years at Pontefract hitting straight lines, and that's what we're looking for. Not clipping the sidewall, run it straight. It's a sufferfest, Parky. He knows how to suffer though, does James. Give him that.
Question of who's going to blink first, really, here. Crowd and us are absolutely enthralled. He's got a chance, Joel Makin. What a put away! That is amazing. What a rally, and what a finish from Joel Makin. That's big time squash. Real composure under pressure in terms of the scoreline, and there is so much margin for error. It just got exactly the right angle there.
Beautiful shot, beautiful finish, and you know.
Well, that was a clever shot from Willstrop. He knew exactly where Makin was, so he played a slightly longer drop shot.
Yeah,
and
yeah, that was very clever.
Great awareness.
Yeah, just faded it in, didn't he? He didn't go for the short, accurate kind of.
It's almost half court, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, very clever.
Incredible. Oh, I think he got it.
Got it.
He did get it. That's
Hutton
tight.
12.
Oh, wow.
What a match. Wow.
What a way to go out. That is incredible. There you see the joy from James Willstrop in front of his two sons, his father, his girlfriend. Absolutely delighted. Fully deserved. James